Recruiting is asking questions. So you want to write that down. The more you know about them, the more you know how to help them. Okay? Recruiting is not talking at them, it's asking them a lot of questions. Asking them questions about their current situation, their family, their life, everything. That way you can actually recruit them. That's going to be the easiest way. They tell you what they need in life, and that's when you can actually help them. So I'm gonna get into it real quick. So we're just gonna role play. So let's say that we met. And I'm sitting down with you guys right now, and I'm gonna just kind of the conversation that I have with a couple, right? So the first thing would be, so Alex and Emily, thank you so much for meeting up. And I know you have a busy schedule, with your baby and pregnant and all that, but I appreciate it, meeting up. And the reason I wanted to meet with you guys is I wanted to see if there's a mutual fit between us, okay? And like I told you guys earlier, we are growing our organization. I'm looking for some good people, Yeah. So I'm looking for some good people, to grow our business right now, to be in business with them, okay? So I wanted to kind of get to know you guys, to see if there's a fit. And so I'm going to be asking you some questions. At any time, if you feel like this is, not for you, I want you to stop me, okay? Let me know, okay? And vice versa. So anytime when we're talking, if I feel like this is not a good fit, I'm going to stop and I'm going to let you guys know. Is that fair enough? Sure. Okay? Because I don't want to waste your time, and I definitely don't want to waste my time, okay? All right, so what do you do right now?
I work at a restaurant.
Okay, you work at a restaurant?
Yeah.
And how long have you been doing that?
9 years.
9 years. Okay, wow. And how did you get into that?
Just kind of something that I kind of fall into it.
Okay.
When I came over here, most of the people that I knew work at restaurants, so that's kind of like a tradition.
You just follow some people that you knew,
Yeah.
and got into it, and then
pretty much.
you ended up there for 9 years.
9 years.
Isn't that crazy, right?
Crazy.
Right. And how about you? Where are you?
I work at Metro PCS.
Okay, Metro PCS. And how long have you been working there?
2 years.
2 years? Awesome. How did you get into that job?
Oh, because I had 2 days off a week from school and my other job, so I needed to get more money. So I applied there.
Kind of like a random, you just needed something income.
Yeah.
And you've been there for 2 years.
Yeah.
Okay. And now guys, are you guys planning on staying at your current jobs for the next 20, 30 years? Is that what you see yourself doing for the rest of your career? No? Okay. Now, and how long have you guys been together?
3 years.
3 years. That's good.
Actually, yeah, 3 years.
That's you just had an anniversary, right? 3 years anniversary together.
No, actually. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, kind of, sort of, a little bit over 3 years, right? Convention in June was kind of like 3.5 years or something like that. Yeah. So I know you. And your baby, you have a baby right now. How old is your baby?
11 months.
11 months. And as you're expecting.
Yeah.
Now don't say that if you just don't take a guess if it's not there. You have a baby, just like no. I did it one time and I never do it again. I wanted to kill myself. It just and then the same thing, one time, there was this couple, they had this little baby, and they had put up the hair was, I was like, oh my God, she's so cute. They're like, it's actually a boy. I was like, I wanted to go and just jump off the cliff. I was like, man, how stupid was that, So, don't take chances. So, okay, so that's great, congratulations.
Yeah.
And how did you guys meet? I'm just curious.
Yeah, we met at a party.
Okay.
We were dancing together, and then we ended up.
Cool. Who approached you? Of course.
She approached me.
She approached you. That's your story, right? Guys, when you ask that question, every time they get the biggest smile on their face when you ask them, how did you guys meet? I'm telling you, man, that's a good icebreaker. It takes them back, and they start remembering, they're like, so, that's great. Always ask that question. So, remember, at the end of the day, guys, People will work people that they like and feel comfortable around. Okay? So if you rub them the wrong way, they won't come and work with you. But if you make them like you, okay, you make them feel good, guess what? The chances of them like, man, okay, I really don't know what this is, but this is a really nice couple. I would like to go and work with them, to learn more. And then, of course, the more they see it, the more they get hurt and all that. But we're talking initially right now. Remember, I didn't even know this couple, and now I'm sitting down with them, okay? And I'm not guaranteeing them any salary here. So, they gotta really like me to come in. And I have to like them, of course, okay? If I feel like, hey, they have an attitude or something like that, I'm gonna tell them, you know what, I don't think this is for you guys right now. Guys, And, but really nice to meet you. Who do you know that would like to make $100,000, $200,000 a year? That's what I would do. I don't like them. If they start giving me attitude, like whatever, some crap about, how they think this is the, whatever. I have the right, to say, hey, I don't want to work with you guys, because the minute I say I want to work with you guys and do an application, I am committing to invest time. I'm going to take time away from my family, my wife, my kids, to invest into you guys and help you, teach you the business, go out in the evenings and all that. So I'm going to be investing a lot of time in you guys. And primarily, we're going to invest a lot of money in you guys as well, for your license, state license, federal licenses, all that. So that's why I want to make sure that it is the right fit. Okay? So always understand that they need you 1,000,000 times more. You have something that they need. Always remember that. Okay? So now, of course, overall we need everybody to build a business, but they need you more than you need them. Does that make sense? Okay, always know that. Okay. So we talked about the relationship and all that. So where do you guys live right now?
We live in LA.
LA?
Yeah, Eagle Rock. I don't know if you're familiar.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with that. So were you guys both born here in the States, or Eagle Rock area, or
What was that?
were you guys both born here?
No, I was
States?
born here.
Mexico? Or how about you?
I was born in Mexico.
Okay, what part?
Oaxaca, Mexico.
Oaxaca, okay, and then how about you?
Veracruz.
De la Cruz?
Veracruz.
Veracruz, and Oaxaca.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So you guys are both immigrants just like myself,
Yeah.
okay? And how old were you guys when you came?
14.
14 and
6.
6 years old? Okay. That's fantastic. Pretty much most of your life you've been here.
Yeah.
See what I'm doing? I'm really finding out about them, not just to find out, I actually genuinely want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm going to be partners with them, I want to know who this couple is, who they are. So, and I like to know them. Here, guys, do you want to know the number one people skill? You guys want to know that?
Yeah.
Listening.
Good. Genuinely like people. Try your best to like them as much as you can. Try. Like really try to find something about them to like them. And guess what? I'm looking for something to really like about this couple, guess what? They're gonna feel that, the vibes, so they're gonna naturally like me. Does that make sense, guys?
Yeah.
Instead of being like this, so tell me about you guys. Look at my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes we do that, and I used to do it all the time. I was like, who are you guys? Like, that was me all the time, And then finally, I had to look in the mirror. I was like, man, they just got mad at me. I wasn't mad at them. I was really like, I was mad at myself. So generally find things about them to like them, and they will feel it, and they will like you back. I'm telling you, that's the best. And that goes at the kitchen table. That goes on a sit down. When you meet somebody, wherever you are. In the office, anywhere you found anything in life, genuinely be there, look for that, and it's gonna come back. Okay? That was a side note. So guys, what I want to talk to you guys about is a business opportunity. Okay? So let's talk about a couple of things. I want to ask you guys, your life a little bit. You guys ever talked about, how you want your life to look like in the next 5 years, 10 years? You guys ever talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you guys could choose your life in the next 5 years, okay? Alex, how old are you right now?
27.
27, and Emilio, you're
23.
23. Okay. So in the next 5 years, you're going to be 32. Okay. So how do you guys want your life to look like? If you guys could choose your life.
Well, I mean, we want to buy our own house and be able to. I want a nice car and a Lamborghini.
Okay, do you have a car? Do you like to have a Lambo?
Yeah, I want a Lamborghini.
Porsche.
A gold.
Nice. Old Lambo, I've seen a picture of that. Okay. Okay, what else?
And yeah, I would like to be living Palisades, Pacific Palisades. I don't know if you.
I've never heard of it. It sounds like a rich place. That's why I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like an upper class, rich area and all that. Okay, so nice neighborhood. I'm just gonna put it. Okay. Nice neighborhood. Okay. What else? Live in a nice neighborhood, own your own house,
Yeah.
get your Lambo.
And would like to bring my parents to live like in the United States.
Bring your parents. Parents. Would you like to retire then?
Yeah, my parents and retire her parents as well.
Awesome. Retire both of your parents.
Yeah.
Retire. That's fantastic. Okay. What else?
Send my kids to good school.
Yeah.
Kids to good school. Okay, what else?
Have my own car.
You own 2 cars. What cars are you into? Yeah, I mean, if you could drive any car.
I want a mom car.
A mom car?
Mom car.
So-
Which mom car?
Yeah, which one? I mean, is there anyone that you like? You see it with man. I like that one, and that would be nice.
That's nice.
The Lexus SUV, the big one. Okay. Yeah, they are. And a Challenger, that's your like, okay. Red one? Red Challenger? That is when you don't have the kids, you're just gonna go out and say, Alex, I'll be right back.
And I also want my private jet.
Okay. Jet, oh,
Yeah, I
yeah,
want
big
a
one.
private jet, man.
Private jet, okay. Okay,
Hey,
that's good, I love it, you guys have big goals and dreams. So guys, let me ask you, and I'm sure the listers can go on and on.
yeah.
But here's, would you guys like to have more time with each other?
Oh,
Is that important?
Yes.
Yeah?
That's something that we would love to have.
Time with the more time with the family?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's important, okay?
Mhm.
Family. Would you like to guys travel?
Oh, that.
Oh, yeah.
See the world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we want the private jet for.
Very good. Travel. I love it. So let me ask you guys a quick question about this whole thing. I mean, besides the jet, just to put that one in practice, that's a different level, okay? But we're talking the next 5 years.
Oh,
yeah,
5 years? Oh,
yeah.
No.
Give back.
Yeah.
Give back. Very good. Give back.
Yeah, I would like to get back.
So besides that private jet, so guys, how much money do you think you need to be making in order to be able to afford this lifestyle?
Each or combined?
Yeah, combine, because this is your combined lifestyle. It's not like your life and it's combined. It's something like a household that comes in, so you can afford it, you can get that house.
Oh, just a year?
Sure.
Maybe.
You can probably do less
Yeah,
than that.
500,000. Three to 500,000. something.
500,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can afford it on the, just
Yeah.
pay those things,
Yeah,
What's that?
300, yeah, 500,000. Okay, guys, no, without the jet. That's, you need to be in the millions to be able to afford the jet.
Yeah.
It's a whole- But, so that's pretty realistic. Now, guys, when would your current job, that's a key question, when would your current job pay you $300,000 to $500,000 a year?
Never.
Never. Be very honest. Okay. So then this is your goals and dreams. Now, how important would you say these goals are to you guys in a scale of 1 to 10?
Very important.
1 being like not important, 10 is like very important.
Yes.
Would you say at least
10.
10? How about you, Amy?
Yeah.
Okay. So if your goals and dreams are 10 important to you, and you're never going to make that kind of money. So that means that you will never be able to achieve your goals and dreams unless you do something else.
Something else. Yeah.
Okay? Now, what kind of a job do you think, or what do you think you need to do to make $300,000 to $500,000 legally?
Start our own business, pretty much.
Or your business? Yeah, business owners, you guys know what they do make that kind of money and beyond that. Exactly. So, and you said you have been thinking about,
Starting my own business, yeah.
fantastic, fantastic. So guys, what I'm about to talk to you guys about is not you guys working for me or me offering you a job. Anyone can do that. This is about you guys coming in and having your business
Okay.
and having ownership. So this is a business opportunity. It's not a job. Anyone can offer you $15, $20, $25, $30 an hour, but this is an opportunity where you can actually have unlimited income, make that $300,000 to $500,000 and beyond that. Okay? Now, so if I could help you guys get on track to make $300,000 to $500,000, get on track. Okay? It is not going to happen overnight. You might start with 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 a month and start point, What would you guys tell them?
That's great.
It would be great. Yeah, maybe would you be okay with that? Now the next question I have for you is, would you guys be willing to learn new skills in order for that to happen?
Of course, that's something that is required, of course.
Absolutely, because a couple of things are going to be required. Once, you got to learn new skills. Another thing is you have to step outside of your comfort zone, step out. Okay? Would you guys be willing to do that?
Yeah.
Yes? Great. So, the way it works is, this is a financial services industry.
Okay.
And like any other professional industry, you need licenses and all of that. Okay? So in our field, you also have to pass background check and all that. So it's $124 you pay to take care of your licensing costs, okay? And this license is yours, okay? Now, once you take care of that, we get you in a process. You go through 4 days of class, very simple.
Okay.
And then you take a little exam. You pass the exam. Exam is 75 questions. You need 45 correct. The passing ratio is 60%. It's multiple choice. We give you question and answers to kind of learn, to pass.
Okay.
If you go to that blank, it's not a end of the year, end of the world. We actually pay for you to retest until you pass, as long as you do a practice exam and show us that you can study.
Okay.
Okay? Is that fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna start that process, okay? I guess the question I have for you guys is, how fast do you guys want to start making money? Yes?
Yeah.
Fast? Awesome. So let's get you guys started, and then we do take care of this for you guys, 124, and what we're going to do is we're going to do a game plan. I want you guys to know exactly what you're going to be expecting, okay? The classes, we're going to sign you up for that, how you're going to get promoted, how you're going to start making money, and I'm going to be with you guys every step of the way, so you're not going to be on your own. Unless you say, you know what, Ash, we learned this, we know how to do this, and we would like to be on our own. Okay, and that's how we're going to get started. Okay, so this is how we get started. So guys, that's kind of like how I do it. It doesn't take a lot of time, but I keep it short. So how much did I talk about life insurance right now?
Nothing.
How much did I even talk about mutual funds or investments?
Nothing.
It's not even, I see your hand, it's not even those things that will recruit people. It's not even primarily that recruits people. You know who recruits people? You are recruiting people. They are actually following you, because you're the one that's going to help them get the primary. It's not going to help nobody if we don't do the work. Does that make sense? America is the greatest company in the world for the people that are willing to learn it. But we need mentors, we need teachers, people that actually teach us, trainers, to help us get there. Okay? So you are the person that will actually help you, with that. Spencer, did you have a question?
Oh yes. If it's a cold market, do you talk to them about the company or not at all?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I usually do, I I just didn't bring up Primerica. I tell them the company I'm working with is called Primerica. Have you heard of it? It's get out of the way, okay? So Pedro, can you just put something up real quick here since you're by the computer, por favor? No, not this one, but if you go on Google, this is what I showed them. I showed them 2-3 things, okay, that you always want to do. So I go on Google and I show them, look, let me, so they might heard or might not heard of Primerica. But I say, hey, I'd like to show you a few facts about our company, because a lot of people have heard of our company, but they really don't know who we are and what we're all about. Okay, so let me show you what we're all about, okay? So first of all, if you just put PRI stock, okay, and then go in there, and then click, and then this is pure stock, this is our stocks, and then I click on Max, click on Max, 1 year, there you go, boom. Okay, so I showed them this, I said, look, we're traded on the New York Stock Exchange, okay guys? What that means is, you know, New York Stock Exchange, so our company is traded on Wall Street. We're a global company. That means people all over the world, they invest into our company, okay? They know about us, even though you haven't heard of us. So, since we became public, we've been in business since 1977, which is 41 years. But in 2010, we became publicly traded on the New York Stock Exchange. We used to be part of Citigroup. Citicorp used to own us. We bought ourselves out for $4.5 billion. We paid them off. And then we went on our own. So now all the profits comes back to us, okay? No, now we're not owned by anyone else. We're our own public company. Since then, we started at $15 a share. In the last 8 years, we are now at $118 a share. That means if you want to purchase a share in our company, you have to pay $118. Bless you. Now, that is extremely, extremely strong. If you don't know anything about it, have you heard of Starbucks? Yes? Great. Let me put it into perspective. So change the PRI and put Starbucks stock, because you can also buy a piece in Starbucks. So if you do Starbucks stock, there you go. Starbucks stocks, okay, and then click on it, and then also click on Max. There you go. Boom. They're also doing well, but how much is the value of each of their shares? About half of ours, okay? Even though they're doing really well, guess what company is more valuable right now in the world's eyes? Primerica. That's why ours is $118 and theirs is $68. Have you heard of Coca-Cola? Who heard of Coca-Cola? Try Coca-Cola, Pedro. Coca-Cola stock, there you go. Just so you guys understand how crazy this thing is. There you go, $50, okay? So these are some major international corporations that people actually buying stocks and invest their money into this because they know they do well. But some people don't know who we are. That doesn't mean that we're not strong or we're not doing well. We're doing very well and we're super extreme strong. We're solid as a rock. But most people don't know us. Why? Because we don't advertise. Why? Because we don't spend hundreds of millions of dollars in advertising, TV or radio. We don't need to do that. We're busy with our recommendations and all that. We stay busy no matter what. And the reason we don't do that is we can save money on our clients instead of paying millions of dollars to the advertising and charge our clients more. Instead, we don't need to do that, so we can keep the cost low for our clients. So we don't have to overcharge them. How's that? So now, go up there, Pedro, if you put in BBB and Primerica, and sometimes people hear like, oh well, I heard this, or I went online and Google, they said this and that. You know what? You know, people, they actually, sometimes, so if you were the face of Primerica and you treated somebody really bad, and you actually lied to them and all those things, what do you think? Yeah, go back. This is not there. Okay, so yeah, Better Business Bureau. Hold on. Yeah, click on that. There you go. Primerica Better Business Bureau. Okay, so they've been rating us since 1980. Now we're 41 years in business, and what's our rating, guys? A+. Now you gotta understand, there's a lot of haters out there. Okay, a lot of haters. Okay, now who's Laker fan? Some of you guys. Okay. Okay, who is a different team's fan? What team? Golden State. Okay. All right. Either way, do you think Golden State would say, "Go Lakers, you're awesome. Or how about Lakers about Golden State? Of course not. What do you think they say? They're crap, man. You know, LeBron. I mean, you're right. All look, incredible player, but people that are not his fan, they're from other team, they still will talk crap about him. Yes or no?
Yes.
That's how life works. Primerica is still A+ rated. We are still rocking and kicking everybody's butts. So what do you think the other companies are going to go and try to make us look like? Good? Hell no! They're going to make us look bad because, that's their job, okay? Yet, we deliver on our clients. We're still A+ rated. We're doing extremely well. The world knows how strong we are. Here's another thing I showed them. So go up and put top shareholders. You want to write this down because you want to have these tools in your thing. When somebody asks you, say, yeah, let me show you something now. Primerica stock, first you show them the 118, and then you go top shareholders, Primerica. There you go. Okay, so just go down, scroll down a little bit. That one, okay, so, yeah, Morningstar. Click on that. Okay, then click on institutions. Right there, please. Thank you. Okay, so guys, if you guys can see this is very powerful. If you didn't notice. Who have heard of Vanguard? Vanguard is one of the largest investment companies on the planet. Not only here, they're like all over the world, okay? So Vanguard is our biggest investor in Primerica. Okay, Primerica is one of our biggest, actually their biggest investor. Now, how many shares do they have? Do they get rid of? 5 million. How much is each share?
118.
Okay, does anyone has a calculator to calculate what that is times 118? So your mind is going to be spinning and your eyes is going to go crazy right now.
Too much.
Exactly. It's going to be somewhere around $590 million, right? 95, something like that?
60
590? 595? Okay, $595 million. Okay. A company invested $595 million. Not 5 million, 500, almost $600 million into our company. Do you think their attorneys did some research on our company?
Yes.
Do you think before they spent $1,000 even, they would do research? Of course they would before they spent $500-600 million. So when you go online and somebody says, I tell them this because I want to prepare this awesome couple in the front here, Yamini and Alex, because they're like, look, we're excited, but you know what? We read something online. Somebody had posted that this is a pyramid, or this is a scam, or whatever that might be, okay? And they will do, that's fine. Do you think that person, that blog, that is 18 years old, lives in Ohio, he's punk, lives at home with mom and dad, doesn't have a job, all he does is play video games, he knows better, or Vanguard that invested $595 million?
Vanguard.
So why are you listening to that kid? That blog, when you have all the facts. See, it's because they didn't know about it, okay? So that's why we have to educate them so that they understand. Have you heard of Fidelity? Okay, Fidelity. So they actually did two accounts. 1.4, almost 1.5 million, and then another one that they did 2.1 million shares. This is a lot of money that they invested into us, okay? Who have heard of Wells Fargo? Anyone? Wells Fargo. Okay, so Wells Fargo, 833,000 shares. Anyone do that times 118? Because each share is 118. Anyone? Quick math. 98 million?
9 million.
How much?
98 million.
98.
$98 million. Okay. Almost $100 million, Wells Fargo, your friendly neighborhood bank, have invested into Primerica. And they're like one of the low ones. Do you think they did investigation in our company to make sure we're legit or not?
Yeah.
Of course they did. Now, why am I doing these things? For you guys to know, and for you to know what you need to show the new person, so they understand what company they're dealing with. This is beyond, they're thinking how big and strong this company is, how much we're trusted by the industry, okay? So once they see it, if they see this and they still like, I don't know, then you know what, I don't think this is for you, thank you very much, there's the door, goodbye, have a good life. But these are the facts, and a wise person that sees this, they're like, dude, this is incredible. They know how solid it is. Now the rest is up to them. Does that make sense? Boom, boom, here it is. So later on, when their friend, his cousin Pookie, talk to him and say, "Oh, dude, I tried that thing, man. It doesn't work, man. Just go, So then, you're gonna know that this is crazy strong. This is the most incredible thing. We didn't put this 5,000-6,000 square foot building here, just started and growing this economy if this is not working, okay? This shit works, and it works well. And we're getting ready to explode and take the company to the next level. But is this helping guys?
Yes.
Good. So that's how we do this, and that's kind of like how I do my presentation, getting to know them. Most of it, half of it was all about getting to know them, get them to admit that their job will never get them to their goals and dreams. They have to admit that. If they still think that there's a job that can get them there, they will not listen to you, they will not understand that this is the only opportunity. You have to get them to admit, and that's hard sometimes, to admit that, you're right. If I stay where I am, I will never be able to achieve my goals and dreams, and that's hard sometimes to admit. So that's our job, to talk to them, to get them to admit that, yes.
So what would be your transition? Talk to them if they still believe that they can get that potential income, that they're really excited at their job, they're probably driving a
Okay.
license.
I would get real with them. I would be like, so you told me that's going to be about $500,000. What job do you think JC is going to have to get $5,000?
Let's just say it's a brand new nurse. I think RNs get paid those.
Okay. So let me get the album real quick, please. Okay. So this is where you're a businessman, right? And they're not. They're employees. So here's where you start educating. So how much an RN making an hour? 60 bucks?
60, 70.
Okay. Miss Roxanne, how much is an RN making starting entry level?
Starting
Here.
$38.
$38. Okay, $38. Okay, so 40 hours a week, let's say.
36.
36 hours? Okay. Hospital, in a hospital. 36 hours, okay? Okay, that's fine. So what I did here was actually I put $38 an hour times 36. What is that, by the way? I did a math for them right there. That's okay. So I would be showing them that.
Like the job, right?
This is they think that if they become an RN,
Oh, okay. So
they're
you show how
gonna
much they get
might
paid.
make $500,000. So you're educating them that that's not the truth without telling them, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to show us. Let's see what they do.
Right.
How much? So let's say that they're starting at so that's $1,368. Okay, that's in a week times 4 weeks. That's $5,472. Okay, so that's how much you make, in a month before taxes times 12. That's $65,664. Okay, so $65,000 that you're making before taxes. So you pay, let's go low. Let's say you pay 25% in taxes. Okay, so then you're left with 75% times 75. So you're left with $49,000, $248 for the year. Let's divide that into 12 months. Divided. So $49,000 a year. And your goals and dreams are going to require $500,000. Okay? Now, nursing is a very honorable job. It's very hardworking. It's a very honorable job. And we need nurses, and I think it's a better pay than most jobs out there. But is that ever going to pay you $500,000? How about if you work 2 jobs? How about if you get a lot of experience and you started making $100,000 a year in 10 years? What if you become this super DON and the director of nursing, running all this 10 years, and you're making $150,000? And then after $150,000, taking the taxes, you're going to be left with about $100,000. Okay? Is that ever going to help you reach your goals and dreams? that is worth 500,000. It's not going to do that. Yet we went to school. They told us if you go to school, you get a good degree, you can get a good job, you can have a great life, and you can. But it's not going to let you achieve your dream life. Does that make sense? Is this making sense, bro?
Yes.
I would get real with that, you know? And that's the reality. That's what, see, he probably never had anyone talk to him like this in his life, and that's our job. To educate and really open their eyes. And by the way, when we said you want to travel, most nurses, you know, how much do they work? A lot. Always working. Seems like they're always working. Or if they're not working, if they're crazy hours, they have to sleep to recover to go work again, you know? So when would you be able to do all the traveling that you said? It's never going to happen. So not only are you going to be working hard, you're not going to have any kind of freedom. And you cannot stop working early either. You got to be working to the age of what? 65, 67, 70. Have you ever been in hospitals and you see nurses, they're in the 60s, still running around and working there, and you know, have you seen those people right now? Why do you think they have to work in the 60s? Do you think they like to be doing that at 65? Or do you think they do it because they have to have bills? If they had all the freedom, do you think they much rather spend time with the grandkids and the families and travel in their 60s, or be working in a hospital? It's because they never had the exit strategy. That's what it is, you know. Just be real with them. Exactly. Direct, real, but don't ever put them down. Because you never, you know, they do something honorable, they're hardworking people, and this is not about putting down their jobs, putting them down. We would never do that. You know, always respect them, you know, and empower them. But we have to also be real with them to show them what they got is never going to be equal to goes on. You know. Okay? Did that help?
Yes.
Awesome, that was great.
You're gonna explain like the compensation system you would expect?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to do that real quick for you. You know, actually, you know, the element is not working, right? Okay, that's fine. So this is what I do. If they ask me how much do we get paid, I said, look, for starters, it's really simple. One of the things we do is life insurance. Okay, so that's $83 a month, $83 a month for a whole family. Some are more, some are less. The way we get paid is on the annual premium. So times 12 months. In 12 months, the family is going to pay about $1,000 annual premium. Everybody's good? $1,000 for the whole year. 83 a month times 12, that's $1,000. And once you come in, and if you been trained in our office, we get you to district leader within 30 days. That's like a standard. You know, that's the first promotion. So you're going to be on a 50% contract. So as soon as you get your license and get your promotion, now you're licensed on 50% contract. That means that every time we go out and help a family with life insurance, let's say it takes 1 to 2 hours, you will get 50% on the annual premium. So in this case, if it's 1,000, what's 50% of that? 500. You would get that in one evening. Now let's say you're super lazy and you only help, we go together and we only help one family a week. And you work in your job, you spend time with your kid. We just have one family a week. Super duper lazy. So 500 a week, and you do that 4 times in a month. Once a week, 4 weeks, right? What is 500 times 4?
2,000.
That's $2,000. So if, worst case, you come in and you get really lazy with us and you make $2,000, would that still help your financial situation while you're testing the water and learning? Yes? Okay, so how quick do you want to get started with the training? Okay, let's get you a game. That is the most I went.
You don't explain like, you know, how we used to do it before.
No, this is like the quickest part time, and then later on I do the other part at the game plan at the faster.
Okay.
I don't get into the whole thing. I mean, unless they ask me details. So exactly how do we get paid? If the guy is technical, if he's like me, I just want to know how can I make money real quick, you know. But when I do the fast talk, I go show them reps in your district. I show them the entire compensation, how they can get promoted to RVP, why they need to be an RVP, why they need to promote RVPs. I do the whole thing. I paint a big picture for them. But here, 2,000. You want to make 4,000? How many families do we need to help a week? 2 weeks, right? And then 4 weeks, right? That's 4,000. So that's you decide how much you want to make. Okay? Now, from now till December, how much money would you like to make for this coming December in order to have an amazing Christmas? So you gotta ask them for the goals, and then we do a game plan, work it backward, and then we get to work. In order for that, you know approximately how many appointments we need to go to get enough closes, license, clients, life clients, in order to have that, because you know the compensation and their learning rate. Is this making sense, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was it. Is this helping, guys? Is this
Yes.
okay? Yes. Okay, I'm glad. So guys, give it up for Alejandro.